the 10th of July because from what I can see, that's when the sound issue started up. So I've got a new device plugged in here. It's something I haven't used for a while. Hopefully you can hear me. I may have to get kind of closer to this thing to make sure it does. So anyway, here we go. Let's see what happens. Remember, we are one. This is Rev Ron Fox. And he quotes firstly from Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. Hang on, let me put this on, see how that goes. Hold on. That's better. We are one after all, you and I. Together we suffer, together we exist, and forever we will recreate each other. One of my favorite authors, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. I think I like him because he was a rebel. You know, the Vatican really didn't like a lot of what he said and did and his ideas, but he put them out there anyway, and then he gave the rights to it to a friend of his, so the Vatican couldn't scoop it up and keep it locked away somewhere. Ernest Holmes in This Thing Called You says, "There's something within you that sings the song of eternity. Listen to it. There is an eternal springtime of your soul. It's always rising, but never setting, just as the sun of your destiny." And that was on page 108. And Ernest Holmes tells us there's no problem that can't be solved by people working together in the spirit of love, kindness, and compassion. We're all dependent on one another. We live in this world and we can't escape moving in it together. We affect whomsoever we encounter. And perhaps that's why Jesus tells us to love our neighbor as ourselves. Stephanie Dowrick writes that people will sometimes disappoint and hurt us. And if that's what we focus on, we'll ruin relationships. Instead, we can remember we're all imperfect and that most of us are doing the best that we can. Wayne Dyer suggests, see the light in others and treat them as if that is all that you see. And Piero Ferrucci had a friend who asked, what's the most important thing in life? People told her health, love, financial security, and more. One day she asked her dad, who responded, to forgive. His entire family died in the Holocaust, and yet he is willing to forgive. Imagine what the world would be like, how much happier and lighter we'd all feel if we could all do that. So really powerful message. Doesn't really need a lot of explanation from me. So when they don't need explanation, I don't go into it. But you are free and welcome to post comments, ask questions. If there's something you want clarified, fantastic. Just do it. Just let me know. My information's up there. You can check it out. And that's about it, apart from the affirmation, which I can't actually read because my microphone's in the way. It says, today I resolve to open my heart to all people. Today I resolve to open my heart to all people. I let go of labels and I remember we're all doing the best we can. I let go of labels and remember we're all doing the best that we can. And speaking of labels, in our Philosophy Friday, we meet 7:30 till 9 on Fridays. If you want the link, let me know. And in there, we had some post discussion after the last session. We decided we're going to drop all the labels. No more Reverend, no more RSCP, which is Religious Science Practitioner, just plain who we are. I'm David Dewhurst, and that's the end of the story. So I think it's good. You know, leave your labels at the door when you go into groups. So there we are. So until next time, namaste.